the face with a brick because she wouldn't give a man her number, me and my team just uncovered years of her getting mysteriously injured and then asking for money after. In 2020, she claims she got beat up, garnered almost $5,000. This is taken from her Facebook page, May 2022, claims that she's injured and very subtly, not so subtly, says she needs money for her son's birthday. Literally 1 month later, she's seen asking for money again to fund a research project she's doing. Jump to February 2023, here she is claiming she experienced violence at the hands of a white woman. 1 month later, claiming more hardships and trauma. Fast forward to now, she has garnered $50,000.
I am so pissed right now. That lady with a brick lied. Sat up there and lied on men. Thanks to these unqualified and freelanced investigators and researchers on TikTok and YouTube, we now know the truth. If you go to this man's YouTube right now, he lays out all the facts. And check out these reputable websites. BX is reporting on it. This highly respected news website, lipstickalley.com, and this random Reddit poster have taken the time in between job searches to research this extensively and have discovered that this is a hoax.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We have to revisit this story once again about the feminist that got hit in the face with a brick. Allegedly, okay, and I'm using the word allegedly here very strongly in this video because there's reason to believe that this woman was lying, that this may have been a GoFundMe hoax. But nonetheless, before we get into it, this incident has sparked a whole lot of conversation on social media, mainly between black men and women about the topic of protecting black women, okay? Because apparently black women are victims and they're not protected enough in society. I mean, this has even sparked a conversation on the local news media in Houston about this idea of protect black women in regards to this story. Take a look.
I feel like black women are not being protected these days. I mean, but then I don't know if you watch social media, but then there are a lot of women on here who are saying, well, I don't need a man and I don't need this and I don't need that. So we kind of have to take accountability. If we're out here saying that, then are the men going to protect us? But I thought that chivalry is, I guess, is dead.
Dead. Yeah. And buried. LaToya, right. Your thoughts about this? Number one, first of all, someone hitting her with a brick because she refused to give their number if all the facts are correct.
Absolutely. So I understand rejection is hard, right? But my real issue here, of course, I don't condone any violence and I don't like it, but the men that stood around and watched, people are no longer getting any type of help in situations that they need help in. People are not being decent. People are making everything a joke, everything a moment to go viral. And this could have been, this is this lady's health. You know, this could have went even worse and she could still be in the hospital with severe damages. And so to see that nobody helped her, I mean, that's heartbreaking.
Yeah, so you see that, you heard that. Okay, this has sparked a conversation about protecting black women, and a lot of black women are boohoo, whining, and crying victimhood over this incident and talking about how, hey God, this happens to black women all the time. Nobody protects us. Nobody cares about us. Right? This is what they're doing. However, there's evidence to suggest that this whole thing could be a hoax, even though this woman has raised more than $40,000 to help with her medical expenses associated with this incident. But apparently this is something she's done in the past. Okay, she's posted videos on the internet of her boohoo, whining, crying victim, okay, of some type of assault. And then there's been GoFundMe started in which they've raised thousands of dollars on her behalf. Okay, so now she's being outed as a GoFundMe scammer. And there are people that are coming out of woodworks basically trying to prove that this woman is a scammer, okay, that this is a hoax, by saying that the swelling on her face is actually not from a brick. It is actually the result of an allergic reaction to, I don't know, fillers that she puts in her face or something like that. At least that's the theory, okay? What people are saying is that it wasn't a brick, it was something else, and there's evidence to suggest that all of this is a hoax. Take a look.
Wrote it here to remind you that every time you lie to somebody, you're taking away their choice. You're taking away the ability for them to make a decision that's good for themselves. And that's why I always lie to the people of the global minority and men.
My God, how did that get in there? Now, to understand why I feel like this woman is full of shit, June 2020. Thanks in advance to all. I really hope you can take the time to read my cause/project. She was asking for $2,000 and made it just roughly over half. Fast forward a few months later in 2020.
Grown ass try to beat me up. Grown ass try to beat me up for no reason. Look at me.
Her friend made her a GoFundMe. Here she garnered almost $5,000. Now, just a short 2 years later, she's back on social media, subtly-ish, not so subtly, asking for money. I got attacked and maced by men, fell down an escalator, injured my back, my toenail popped off, my tooth was chipped, my bank account was hacked, my friend of 12 years betrayed me, precious items were stolen during a move, diagnosed with pre-diabetes, irritable bowel syndrome flared up. It's my son's birthday this weekend. I have exams the following weekend. I'm still settling into a place and I have no funding for the entire summer. March of this year, here she is recounting how she was victimized some more. Here she is blasting a white woman for apparently committing violence against her. Now we fast forward to now. Her friend made another GoFundMe. She garnered almost $50,000 and these guys actually took a video giving their own story.
Like coming from the gas station. We just came from the gas station, right? And she was talking about she got hit with the brick, you know what I mean? And then we was asking. So we just like, what just happened, bro? Who just hit you with a brick? She talking about a guy in a suit.
The best friend claims that she's known Rhoda for 13 years. She got an entirely different story.
What did she say happened that night and what actually happened that night?
She basically said she was beat up by 4 black security guards. Okay. And she ended up getting dragged by black females.
One lady involved actually spoke to the manager of the club that she was at.
The place never ever happened. I was there all day, all time. Never. And I'm pretty sure the security was outside all the time. Nothing like that.
The security was outside?
There is a nurse that has come forward that claims that she was at the clinic that this woman was at the night that she, filmed this video. All right, well, a nurse who was apparently there at that clinic says she asked to have saline removed from her cheek. I'm not buying this. I don't think that this is the actual nurse. Have any of you heard of HIPAA? Anybody who works in healthcare, mental health field, they are sworn to confidentiality and you cannot break that. One of the people who was originally investigating all of this actually called the police department, and this is what they said.
I mean, shouldn't we be looking for an assailant? Is he black? Is he white? Is he tall? Is he skinny? That should be something you're releasing to the public to warn other women. With all those people out there in Houston, are you telling me that you guys haven't received any calls about someone being assaulted? Can't you tell me that much?
No, ma'am. This is the first time I'm actually hearing about that. I don't have social media.
If this happened in public and a bunch of people called you guys, you would be able to tell me that, yes, we received a lot of calls about the incident. It's being investigated. You would be able to tell me that much, correct?
Yeah, I mean, if she made a report, then yeah, it would be investigated.
She got beat up by a group of girls, and instead of claiming them as the perpetrator, she lied and said that a man did it.
Yeah, she was trying to fight with another girl right there.
She ended up getting dragged by black females.
I don't want to believe that that's the case. Here's what I actually think happened. You'll notice in this video from over a year ago, take a look at the definitions, the shapes of it, XYZ. Now take a look to this video that was filmed before she got hit in the face with a brick, but after the video in which I just showed you screenshots from. Did her cheeks change definition? In this video, her one cheek looks the exact same as her cheek where she said that she got assaulted back in 2020 and garnered nearly $5,000 for this. I believe that this woman knew that she was going to be out filming that night, went, got her cheeks filled, which would explain why here in this video of her bitch slapping a man, her cheeks look plump, but they're not swollen. That night on her Instagram story, she posted a video in which she was wearing a ski mask. I believe that she went into a hot, sweaty club, drank a bunch of alcohol, started to get a bad reaction. I don't know where she got this ski mask from, but she put it on to cover her face and then went outside to stage an incident. It's actually very ill-advised to drink alcohol shortly after getting injections. The reason for this is because this is what it looks like. think about it. After she posted that video and it gained traction, she took down her TikTok.
Yeah, so you seen that, you heard that. Okay, this TikTok investigator has put together a thesis in regards to why she thinks that this woman faked her own injury, okay? And this whole story is a hoax. It is a scam. And you have people, as a result of some people on TikTok who have investigated this, calling it a hoax, now basically claiming that, yeah, this is a hoax, right? They're calling out this woman, saying that they got scammed out of their money. And you have some black women that are actually coping with this reality that this could, in fact, be a hoax. Take a look.
But first, I just want to say, I know I haven't really been on TikTok that much. Ever since hearing about this news and seeing how, like, people have responded to it, especially black men, it's really kind of made me depressed and sad. And I was thinking, like, I've lost all faith in humanity, the way people are responding. And it's like, being a black woman, it's just, it's like our lives aren't important. And I was saying, like, maybe we need to start Black women's lives matter, because fortunately, like, if it's a black male, everybody comes to defense. They're swimming in the ocean and they're throwing hats in the air and the bat signal, everybody comes, you know. But when it's a black woman, it's crickets. Some people are saying that it's a hoax and that she made it up. She just had an allergic reaction, and apparently she's done this before in the past. There's video evidence of her doing it in the past as well. Apparently she scammed people out of $41K doing a GoFundMe. And I don't really know if this is all true or not. I haven't really did any super duper research because I honestly couldn't care less. But I just wanted to come on here, even if it was a scam and whatever, I still feel like Black women's lives don't matter as much as other people's lives. I feel like, but like on this totem pole, like it goes, it's white men, white women, black men, maybe black women, maybe, you know what I mean? And it's just like sad and disheartening. Just being born in this skin and being this gender, it's hard. It's hard to deal with. It's stressful. And then plus being plus size on top of that, it just makes it 10 times worse. And I'm not conventionally attractive. That makes it worse. I guess I'm just using today as a video diary. If you guys are still here, kudos to you.
Yeah, so the cope is real there, okay? And I'm going to talk more about that video because that's like the whole point of this video is videos like that. But first, I actually want to play another video in which you do have some people like Conscious Lee that are still holding on to the narrative that this was not a hoax and that this was 100% real. And anybody who questions this, if you are not black, then you're probably racist.
She scammed us. She lied, just like Carly Russell. All you simps and panders is out there going at black men, trying to get us to put ourselves out there for a black woman that we ain't related to or we ain't putting that meat to. Oh, y'all tripping. That's what y'all sound like to me. Research over me search. Let's get into it. There's still people that believe this story. She has multiple videos up of her having a similar allergic reaction. She has multiple GoFundMe with similar incidents. And her friend, they say she a scammer. There's no police report. The owner of the restaurant said that's not on them. There's no blood after they're being bricked. Come on, guys. We are CSI social media investigators and we graduated from YouTube University. How y'all gonna call out us on our investigation? Let's go.
This appears to be a video made by Rose showing you all her after-visit summary, her police report. It's showing that she did have an emergency room visit. On September the 3rd, it was due to a facial injury caused by trauma. You can see the multiple CT scans that she did have. The results show that she has a bone injury. Below her finger shows the possible reasons for the bone injury. This here is her doctor note. So to all of you who are saying that she had saline injections or an allergic reaction, stop the fucking cap.
Oh, y'all believe in anything these days? I gotta stop believing these hoes. In the amount of times I've been tagged in this video, Y'all didn't find this suspicious when this individual inserted themselves? Let's see it.
The fact that nobody is questioning the fact that this woman deleted her TikTok, privatized her Instagram, hasn't posted an update on her face on Instagram, but has garnered almost $50,000 in 6 days, that's a little weird to me. Nobody's questioning her, despite the fact that she did this in 2020, did it a little more subtly in 2022, and now again in 2023, nobody's questioning it. Not a single soul.
So if her Instagram is private, how would you know if she's uploaded any new photos or not? And you damn right I followed her back. Christina, go and take it away.
Y'all saw a funky, nasty spirited white woman barely get up out of bed, sleep still on the eye, to make a video discrediting a black woman who said that she was the victim of a brutal, violent attack. Not sharing any reputable sources, right? No credible sources, no proof, no evidence, just theories and vibes. Just theories and vibes, and that's who's shedding light on this entire scenario. That's who you're listening to. Okay, black people are trying to have a conversation about how we protect black women, and this random white woman inserts herself, and that's who you decide to listen to. Instead of the black woman that had the video of the night that it happened, and a video of her in the hospital, and a video of her hospital reports, right, her medical records. We already know y'all don't like to listen to medical records because Meg Thee Stallion showed medical records, right? And Meg Thee Stallion showed her foot after damage of it getting shot, and you still didn't believe her then. I had a video for every single time a man threatened, harassed me, or attacked me. I would be able to make a 3-part trilogy film series. And you would still call me a liar. You would still call all these other black women liars like you already do. Don't believe black women, and it's getting old, okay? The plot line is running stale. You do everything you can to discredit us, whether we have evidence or not. And you'll listen to people who you know you don't typically trust, right? Y'all don't typically trust white women because before, white women, you know they do.
And I'm going to cut you off right there, Christina, because some people do trust white women, actually.
To accuse somebody of being racist for merely and respectfully questioning a black woman is not only irresponsible, but it severely downplays the seriousness and prevalence of racism. Although this is a very serious accusation, I'm not going to really take it to heart because I know myself very well and many other people know me just as well. But to call me irresponsible for suggesting that this woman lied about being hit in the face with a brick that's just fucked up. I spent my whole life eager to learn about other social injustices and be aware of my own privilege and how I can use that as a tool to help people rather than as a weapon. When there's more evidence to suggest that she's lying than there is that I'm a racist, and y'all are just calling me a racist because I'm calling out that evidence, that's fucked up. Very irresponsible. I don't have any implicit bias towards black people. I do not discriminate against black people. My mouth is just rated E for everybody. Thank you.
Yeah, so again, you seen that, you heard that, okay? You have the white woman who is questioning a black woman's story, essentially being accused of racism for questioning a black woman. No surprises there. And then you have the simps of the world, like Conscious Lee, basically coming to this woman's defense, even though I think more than likely this was probably a hoax, okay? I think that if I had to guess, if I was a betting man, I would say that this was probably a hoax. However, I don't know. Honestly, I really don't know. And I didn't donate any money to her, okay? I really didn't feel that bad for her. Clearly, if she did get hit in the face with a brick, which, I don't think that she did, if I had to guess, considering how I think that if she actually got hit in the face with a brick, that the damage would be a lot more extensive than it is. But regardless, I didn't donate money to her. So I didn't get hustled or scammed, right? Because I really didn't care that much in the first place, okay? She already told me, people like me, that, hey, she doesn't think that men are the providers or protectors of women, right? It's actually a woman's job to provide and protect other women. So therefore, hey, it's up to all the women that believe her to donate money to her for her alleged medical bills and to help her out in situations like that, right? Really didn't involve me, right? I wasn't that emotionally invested because she told us, hey, black men are not the protectors of women. So, hey, it is what it is, okay? It is what it is. But I guess whether or not this is a hoax does matter from a societal perspective because, again, when stuff like this happens, when it is a hoax, what happens is that it makes serious situations less likely to be believed by society. People are going to believe less women when they actually have these types of incidents happen to them because you have these types of hoaxes, right? So I guess it does matter from that perspective. But I think that in my opinion, what I really hate to see the most out of this is all the victimhood that is coming from black women, right? Black women out here boohoo whining, crying about what happens to them, how oppressed they are, how nobody likes them, how they're at the bottom of society. And I'm just sick and I'm tired of it, man. I'm just sick and tired of hearing about how they're supposed to be so oppressed and victimized. And it's like, you're not. No other group is catered to more than black women, okay? You have a whole political party, the Democrat Party, that does nothing but cater to black women. Black women are the most catered to group in America. I mean, diversity, equity, and inclusion benefits black women more than anybody else. The head of almost every diversity, equity, and inclusion department in corporate America is a black woman, okay? Black women are benefiting the most from the progressive agenda, right? But yet they're the ones that complaining the most about being oppressed, right? When nobody's oppressing them. Nobody's oppressing black women. And to me, I think that's the most annoying part about it. It really is. Because ultimately, these are the same people who want to boohoo, whine, and cry about needing protection and men don't care about them and all this other stuff. But then they turn around and they vote for nonsense that puts their own lives in risk in regards to their ability to defend themselves, one. And two, they vote for soft on crime policies. And then they want to turn around and boohoo, whine, and cry about how nobody's out here protecting black women when black women don't even protect themselves, right? They can't even vote straight to protect themselves. So again, you know, in my opinion, the most annoying part about this is that when stuff like this happens, whether it's a hoax or not, you have a group of people that come out here and they cry victimhood and they want everybody to feel bad for them because they have a vagina and their skin color is dark. And it's just ridiculous, right? It really is. It really is. I think ultimately, at the end of the day, we will find out whether or not this is actually a hoax. Again, in my opinion, if I was a betting man, I would say it's probably more likely that it's a hoax. But I really don't know. Okay, there's a whole bunch of people coming out with their side of the story and, you know, alleged witnesses that actually weren't witnesses and, you know, people talking to nurses that can't really back up their claim that they talk to nurses. It's a whole bunch of stuff. You really don't know at this point. The truth will eventually come out. All I know is that this narrative regarding black women being such victims in this country is just bunk, it's BS, and I'm sick and tired of hearing it, right? I really am. So, hey, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a black conservative perspective.